Hello, welcome to the demo of our water refilling station template. So this one is for sales and inventory management. So start muna tayo sa setup sheet. So dito, input nyo yung list of products, ito. And then yung staffs na mag-enter ng data, modes of payment available like yung cash, GCash, and Maya. And then yung mga expenses na applicable sa business ninyo. You can also input yung monthly quota nyo in this section or table, and then nag-add din ako ng notes section. Moving on sa pricing logbook naman, so dito nyo input yung updated pricing per month. Ayan. Since nag-iiba-iba kasi yung pricing sa business, kaya yan, pwede nyo siyang i-update monthly. Next, we have the client database. So, dito sa client database, input nyo lang yung mga, or fill in nyo lang yung mga white filled rows or columns like yung customer name, address, and mobile number. And then dito, itong mga gray filled columns, automated na to based sa entries ninyo sa ibang sheets. So, sa client database, madali nyo lang makikita later kung sino yung may mga pending transactions, yung may mga kailangan pang i-return, or mga pending payments. So, dito nyo makikita yan. So, para i-filter to, click nyo lang itong all, clear, and then hanapin lang yung pending. So, yan, mag-filter na based dun sa selected. Then, para ibalik, select all, then click OK lang. Next sa supplier database, so input nyo lang lahat ng suppliers nyo dito, like yung, including yung details like the address and the mobile number. And then next, we have the sales logbook. So, dito sa sales logbook, very, direct lang, simple edits lang. So, input nyo lang or fill in yung mga white filled rows and columns like the date. So, for example, January 26. And then, may selection dito kung pick up or delivery. So, usually delivery naman. And then, sa customer name, naka-base tong option based sa mga naka-input dito sa client database ninyo. So, for example, yan, Juan de la Cruz. Then, mag-autofill yung address and mobile number based sa mga entries sa client database. And then, select lang ng product or service. So, halimbawa, ito. And then, kung ilan. Then, kung may delivery, input nyo lang kung how much. So, halimbawa, 20 pesos extra. And then, kung may discount, input nyo lang din dito. And then, ito na yung total na income ninyo for this selected, for this transaction. And then, select din ng mode of payment, kung cash, GCash, or Maya. And then, kapag paid na, click nyo lang to. And then, kung delivered, for delivery, huwag palimutan i-update kung done, pending, or canceled. So, kung delivered na, click nyo lang yung done. Sa expense tracker naman, enter nyo lang yung date. So, for example, ito. And then, ito, supplies. Mag-select kayo ng category based sa drop-down. And enter yung amount and mode of payment. So, dito, meron pa akong additional sheets dito for restock items, return, and damage. So, ito yung for inventory management. So, sa restock item, dito nyo input lahat ng pumapasok na item na deliver na. So, for example, dito nag-order kayo ng additional supply. Okay. And then, you can also input yung order number and select yung supplier. Then, dito, mag-select lang kayo ng product. Ayan. Then, kung ilang items yung i-restock ninyo. So, halimbawa, may 50. Then, how much yung price per unit. So, halimbawa, 5 pesos. Ayan. Then, sa mode of payment, select lang ulit. Then, dito, huwag kakalimutang i-fill in yung date delivered and i-check itong restock na checkbox. Kasi, kung ano lang yung mga na-tag as restock, ito, yung mga na-confirm na na-restock at na-deliver na item, yun lang yung papasok dun sa monthly inventory. So, for example, ito, halimbawa, January 26 ko siya in order, pero sa February pa siya darating. Halimbawa, February 2 dumating yung item, then February ko siya na-restock. Doon siya papasok sa February inventory, hindi sa January inventory. So, ang basis, kung kailan na-deliver yung item. So, sa returns naman, halimbawa, may mga bad orders kayo na need i-return, dito nyo i-input yan. Okay. Then input lang yung quantity. Same with dun sa damage na sheet. So input lang lahat ng details, select yung product, then input yung quantity. So sa monthly tab natin, andito na yung combination na to ng monthly inventory and sales, including yung expenses. So dito, based to sa selected month. So for example, papalitan ko to ng February, mag-update tong dashboard natin. So, ang mapupull out lang na data is yung selected month. So, dito, since yung mga examples is for January, yun yung mag-reflect dito sa dashboard. So, we have a chart ng sales overview natin, ayan, per item or per product. And then, breakdown ng expenses per category. Then, dito sa side naman, yung total sales overall for January, total expenses overall for January, and then yung profit and profit margin. Then, sa first table naman natin, andito yung inventory na and sales. So, input nyo lang yung minimum inventory na need ninyong i-maintain per item or per product. So, halimbawa, below the set minimum na yung available na inventory, matatag na siya to restock the item. Then, meron din tayong summary dito ng ilan yung na-pick up or pick up orders, delivery orders, ilan yung purchase, yung mga dumating, ni-return, damage, and how much pa yung available per item. Then sa last part is yung revenue na per product or service. Next part naman is the expenses table. So dito yung breakdown na ng expenses per category. Nag-add din ako dito sa latest version ng weekly dashboard. So sa weekly dashboard, mag-double click nyo lang tong start date and yung end date. So in this example, January 19 to January 25. So ibig sabihin ang ipo-pull out na data and magre-reflect dito sa weekly dashboard would be from January 19 to January 25. Then from January 19 to 25, ito yung pending delivery and ito pa yung unpaid na orders. So sa baba, meron tayong overview ng total sales, expenses, net income, and profit margin within the selected date. Then sa first table is yung cash flow summary natin. Itong table na tatlo, yung cash flow summary. So per list of product, ito yung sales per product for January 19, 20 hanggang mag-25. So based yan sa selected date. And then ito yung weekly total sa last column. Sa modes of payment naman, ito yung breakdown ng pumasok na pera per mode of payment. So, January 19 to 25. Then, sa expenses naman, ito naman yung mga expenses, yung mga cash out based dun sa per mode of payment from January 19 to January 25. Then, meron din tayong two tables dito. We have the pending delivery, yan yung breakdown niya. So, as dito sa first part, pending delivery isa. So, ito yun. And then, yung pending na payments naman, ito yun. So, ito, year-to-date tong pending payments para walang makaligta ang pending payments. Then, sa annual dashboard naman, ganun lang din. Simple cash flow lang siya from January to December of the current year, yung sales, expenses, profit, and the profit margin. So, very simple lang at madali lang siyang gamitin. So, input lang and then magre-reflect na lahat ng data. So, yun lang. If you have any questions or concerns or may suggestions pa kayo para ma-improve yung system, you can message us sa Instagram account namin. So, yun lang po. Thank you.